everyone, it's Master Coach Gretchen Heido here. How you doing? So today I wanted to talk to you about the difference between intentions and commitments. One of my mentors and a coach that you should get to know, Steve Chandler, author of The Prosperous Coach, talks about intention versus commitment. Intentions are all of the things that we intend to do. I intend to write a book. I intend to lose 10 pounds. I intend to find the love of my life. I intend to move to that destination that I've been thinking about for years. I intend to get a tattoo. I intend to build a prosperous coaching practice. I intend to be brave enough to be able to climb that mountain that I've been wanting to climb. All of these things are great, but here's what happens. Intentions are the rainbows and the unicorns of the world if we do not decide to make a commitment around them. So in order to make an intention real, you have to have a committed action. So here's something that was happening in my life. I'd wanted to write a book for years. I talked about the book. I'd even put some things down on paper. At one point, I even had sort of a draft of a book, but it would really be in bursts and then stopping and then bursts and then stopping. And I would intend to get this book done. I remember one time I told myself, okay, I'm going to give myself 40 days. I'm going to do this during Lent and I'm going to get it done. I'm not even Catholic, but I just used the built-in timeline to help me. It was a great intention, but I had no committed action around it. I had no parameter to help me actually sit down and do the writing. So if you want something, the first thing that you have to think about is, what is the system that I can create to help me with this intention to make it a commitment? So when I got serious about the book, I ended up hiring a book coach. This person had built-in accountability. It cost me my time. It cost me my money. And suddenly my intention of writing a book was much more important than that, because if I didn't show up and I didn't do what I said I was going to do, I was going to lose out on the time I invested and the money that I had invested. It was also very helpful to have a person on the other side to help me keep my commitments. Now, for you, there might be something that you really would like to do. I want you to think about, what kind of a time structure do you need to make your intention real? What kind of money do you need to invest to make this intention real? What skill do you need to learn and class do you need to sign up for to make this intention real? For a lot of you coaches, you have the intention of building a really prosperous coaching practice. You went to a coaching school, you got your certification, but you're still really fumbling around with, how do I get clients? It's normal, but in order to be able to get these clients, you need to learn about sales. That needs to be a commitment. A committed action should be followed up then. An intended action needs to be followed up with a committed action. So for something like that, you might want to take a class or a course, hire your own coach, decide to keep a log of how many people you're reaching out to each week. Paying attention will help you with this committed action. For most people, it's not just enough to say that they want it. They have to have accountability around it. That's my tip for you today. And what I encourage each and every coach watching this to do is to decide, how many clients would you like to see in your successful coaching practice? What would you like to charge? What kind of income would you like to make? What kind of impact would you like to create? From there, I'd like you to take a look at your calendar and to carve out times that are dedicated solely each week to your client creation. That means to connection calls, to paying attention to how many people you're reaching out to, how many people are you emailing, and how many people are you actually talking to about coaching. Wanting to get coaching clients isn't enough. You have to be connecting with humans in order to do that. I'd love for you to drop into the chat how many humans you're going to connect with this week. And as always, if there's a question that you'd like me to answer, put it in the chat and I'll get to it next time. Hope you're well. Take that intention, that rainbow and unicorn. Let's lasso it in and decide that you are going to create the future that you'd really like to live.